Hello, welcome to my easy statistics. Please like, share and subscribe the channel. Contact me for data analysis and training. You can contact me through email or WhatsApp. In this video, we are going to discuss how to estimate sample size for a case control study, step by step with example. Now, first of all, we'll see what is this case control study is. A case control study compares people with a disease or condition to people without it to see if a particular exposure is more common in the cases. So, a group with a disease is called cases and a group without disease is called control group. So, we are going to study this case control study, means it's a comparison between cases to control study. For example, comparing smokers and non-smokers among people with lung cancer and without lung cancer. In this case, people with lung cancer are called as cases and people without lung cancer are called as control group. So, sample size estimation formula for case control study, when the outcome is binary and we are testing the association between exposure and outcome, the required sample size per group can be estimated using the following formula. So, this is a formula which you are going to use for doing estimation the sample size for case control study. In this formula, n is sample size in each group, that is cases and controls. So, n is, we are going to have number of cases and controls also. And z alpha by 2, this is a z value for significant level. If the significant level is 0.05 or 95%, z value will be 1.96. Z beta, this is a value for desired power. For 80% power, z beta will be 0.84. P1 is a proportion of exposed individuals among cases. P2, proportion of exposed individuals among controls. Now let us see one example, medical example. A researcher wants to study whether exposure to air pollution is associated with asthma in children. Based on earlier studies, among children with asthma, 60% are exposed to air pollution. P1 is equal to 0.60. This is a cases. Okay, among children without asthma, 40% are exposed, that is P2 will be 0.440. This is a control group. So we have two conditions. The researcher want to conduct this analysis at 95% confidence level. Then z alpha by 2 will be 1.96 and 80% power of the test, that is a z beta will be 0.84. Now, if we substitute these values, z alpha by 2 is equal to 1.96, z beta 0.84, P1 0.60, P2 0.40 in the formula, then we are going to get n1, n is equal to, now 1.96 plus 0.84 to the power of 2 into P1 is 60, so 0.6 into 1 minus 0.6 plus P2, because P2 is 0.4, so 0.4 into 1 minus 0.4 divided by P1 minus P2, that is 0.6 minus 0.4 to the power of 2. So n is equal to 1.96 plus 0.84, if we add it is 2.80 to the power of 2 into 0.6 into 1 minus 0.6, that is 0.6 into 0.4 plus 0.4 into 0.6 divided by 0.6 minus 0.4, that is 0.2 to the power of 2. Now n is equal to, now 2.80 square is 7.84 into 0.6 into 0.4 plus 0.4 into 0.6, that is 0.24 plus 0.24 divided by 0.2 whole square is 0.04. N is equal to 7.84 into 0.24 plus 0.24, that is 0.48 divided by 0.04. Now that is equal to 7.84 into 0.84, that is 3.7632 divided by 0.04. Now that is nothing but 94.08. So if you round up, it is 95. So the researcher should include 95 children in the case group and 95 children in the control group for a total of 190 participants.